Naive, say I'm naive. Maybe I'll talk if you just ask me. Speak, I struggle to speak, 'cause I'm always worried about what you're thinking. I'm hardwired differently.
Welcome to the Rockin' Review, and I'll tell you what, if you like that as much as I do, Hailey Knox playing Hardwired, she's got a brand new video out, but also it goes back to your album that came out in November of 2018, which was the Hardwired Mixtape.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's cool to be
You know,
here.
it's so cool, you know, with seeing all the people that you've opened for and been on tour with in the past few years. You're doing really well. I mean, also playing, what, the Austin City Limits Festival last year?
Yeah, it's been cool, and it's still weird to me to say that I'm on my headlining tour because I've done so many amazing opening opportunities.
Right.
And just playing every night, it's been cool to be like, it's my tour. Yeah, it's very cool and exciting.
Well, you know, and I really like the, and you and I were talking about the album too, and you've got so many great cuts on that. But with Hardwired, the video is pretty amazing.
Thank you.
And you guys were telling me that that wasn't actually a real restaurant, because it looks like it's a restaurant.
We filmed it in the YouTube space in New York City, and it was just this cool diner space setup. We had all these awesome lights, and it was very vibey and like cool, crazy lighting. And I had to act, and acting's it's always funny to like act and portray this character.
Right.
But at the same time with Hardwired, I feel like it was me explaining how I feel, so I kind of, maybe wasn't so much acting, but just being on camera and, you know.
Well, you know, and I got to ask you too, the biggest question I have from seeing it, and obviously our viewers are going to watch the video, were the milkshakes real?
I was drinking it, so yes, they were.
These are just things I want to
Yeah.
know, and then also I liked it, you know, with the whole diner vibe, that you had like the old-timey things where you'd choose the songs.
Now that I don't think so,
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, we were getting yelled at for eating the fries because, you know, there's not going to be a prop if you kept eating.
How can you not eat the fries though? I mean, it's like realism, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're like doing method acting. Yeah. Well, I gotta take us back a little bit. So you started playing guitar when you were 7 years old.
Yes, my dad taught me. This is his guitar, and I was in a duo with my sister. We played open mics and just been playing out a lot since I was young.
And you were discovered when you and Samantha were playing and everything.
Yeah.
And they discovered you.
Yeah, through videos, through playing at open mics, and kind of just somebody in town. He had reached out to somebody in the city, and then I ended up traveling into the city every Friday. My school let me take off, and I'd travel, take the train.
Wow.
And it was very cool. And the city was like this unknown, I mean, I live upstate, so
right.
My mom and I would take the train down, and it was a fun year of making that first EP.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Well, then I know that your new one has done so well too, and it's like listening through all the tracks, and I highly recommend, you know, however you consume music, whether you download the singles or the whole album. I like the whole album, but there's so many neat tracks, and I thought it was interesting to where you call it the mixtape. It is kind of like a mixtape because you've got like some dreamy songs on there, but also you got some kind of rockin' stuff on there too. And you were saying you play with a full band sometimes.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of genres of music, and you kind of get a sense for that when you listen to the mixtape. There are some songs that are kind of, you feel a rap vibe.
Right, right.
There's more pop-based things and production. And because, you know, we didn't have one producer on the whole body of work, we had different people, and I produced some stuff on GarageBand.
I read that.
Yeah.
I read that. How cool is that?
Yeah, it was very cool. And I've never released anything that I produced myself. And it was, you know, I have a lot of ideas, and I forget to go back to. So they kind of worked as these interlude 30-second transition pieces.
Yeah. Because the one piece, it's actually like you're listening to people in a car.
Yes.
And I was like going, well, that's kind of artsy and fun.
Yeah, it was a voice memo on my phone. I was like, I think the idea of a mixtape, it kind of works, and I could just kind of throw whatever I want.
How artistic is that, though?
Yeah, it was cool. I was like, should I put this on there?
I thought it was great because it was like one of those things where when you're going through listening to the tracks and the songs, I'm like going, okay, was this an accident?
Yeah, we accidentally just threw it on there.
It's like, oops, it's got to go out now.
Unicorn mushroom.
Yeah, unicorn mushroom.
Called.
I know. Yeah. That was like going. First off, the name got me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like going unicorn mushroom. It's like that. Yeah, how can you not listen to that?
Yeah, the emojis. I use those emojis. That's the meaning behind. I don't even know. It's odd, but the unicorn and the mushroom emoji. They're very cool.
I like that. I mean, it's you know, it's visual, and then you've got the music to go with it.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to bring up too that you know, this past month you had music on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Crazy. We watched it the other night. You know, I just seeing it. The hotel room didn't have ABC.
So now you're gonna have to tell the family to record it. It's
yes.
like, I gotta see this.
I was like, guys, I don't have no, but we managed to get it on a computer. We streamed it and we watched it, and it was like, what the heck? It was cool. It was very cool. I was kind of like, this isn't real, but.
I could see though, you know, and I'll be honest with you, you know, and I love your voice and with what you're doing with your music, but I could see your songs lending themselves to that a lot with TV and film, because like you and I were talking before we came down to the studio, one of my favorite things about your music and your songs is that you leave space. There's like a sparseness, and it's organic with the guitar, and I can hear your voice and the lyrics, and that.
I think it's so important too to just be able to take whatever song it is and have the lyric and melody pull you in. If I could just grab a guitar and sing a song, and I do love production. I do love messing with sounds and going into that space. But
and since you did get to produce songs on here, so,
yeah,
you know,
garage band.
Hey, come on, it still counts.
Yeah.
Particularly if people are buying the music and coming to see you in concert, and you're headlining a tour.
Yeah. Yeah,
wow, Grey's Anatomy. It's like, what's next? You know?
Yeah, more music.
Yeah.
I just have so many songs that I just want to release. I have, you know, some of the songs on this mixtape too, they're from 3 years ago. Like Traumatized was something I had been playing on tour forever, you know, opening for all these awesome people.
Yeah.
And that was like my first song of the night. And now I could, like on tour, I'm like, yeah, it's out, you know, I can finally
I think what you
to
do a great job of, to me as a listener, is you do an incredible job of singing your emotions. And I think a lot of people can relate to that, whatever age group or whatever they're going through.
Yeah.
You know, just like with Hardwired.
Yeah.
The lyrics, I think that people can relate to being hardwired, you know, and it's just a great job with the lyrics on that.
Thank you. That one is really special too. It's just like, I think one of the most vulnerable songs I've written. I wrote it with my friend Maggie. And obviously, the closer you are with somebody, I feel like you write better because we understand each other. And the song just feels really real, and it can relate to so many different things. We were talking about this earlier. I was saying it can relate. I mean, the song stemmed from boy problems, like me sitting in my room and kind of just feeling like, you know, if you don't explain your feelings to whoever you're in a relationship with, you're never going to be happy.
Right.
And so I think that was kind of where it originated. Yeah, but it can be in so many different things, being hardwired differently as an artist.
Right. I think that everybody can pull something from it and apply it to their own lives. But I wanted to bring it for our viewers also. Where's the best place for them, you know, with your web? And I know you're incredible on social media and Instagram. Where can they find you and buy the music and know where you're going on tour?
Well, Instagram, my website is HaileyKnoxMusic.com. And yeah, Hailey Knox Music is most of the socials, I believe. Yeah. iTunes, Spotify, all that stuff.
I'll tell you what, it's everywhere. And once again, my recommendation with the Hardwired and with the Hardwired Mixtape, don't just grab a single, grab the whole album, because there's so much there to listen to. And it's really a fun listen, you know, with your songs. And I can't wait to hear what new music you're doing, and you're working with Fender guitars and everything too. And for your live shows, when you do solo, you're using loop.
Yes, I love looping. I've looped for... It's just such a fun thing because I'm basically producing live in a way, because I get to build, like, you know, I do some percussive stuff and just get to sing harmonies with myself, which is weird, but I mean, yeah, it's like my own little band. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's incredible. Be sure and check her out online, website, social media, buy the album, Hardwired Mixtape, and also check out the new video that's out, Hardwired, and maybe you want to have a milkshake while you're watching it.
Some fries.
And some fries, and so you can feel just like Hailey. Hailey Knox, thanks for watching The Rockin' Review.
Thank you.